So this river is the North Mathioya. It's about 20 kilometers of continuous class 3 whitewater. It's a beautiful section, just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. So today I'm going to be covering 3 of my favorite rivers in Kenya, all very close to savage wilderness, very close to Sagana, which is the hub of kayaking. So if you want to learn more about these rivers, keep watching. We'll be going through all you need to know, access, transport, how to get there. 2 trips that come together to form the North Mathioya. And you can start on either. I would recommend this one. It's a little further a drive, but you get a little extra paddling. And you paddle past the fishing cottages, you keep going down until you get to this bridge down here. It's a lovely section, takes sort of, if you're in a rush, an hour and a half, otherwise it can take up to 3 hours depending on water levels. This water level that we were paddling, it took us an hour and a half because it was nice and high, nice and powerful. So to get to the Aberdare fishing cottages, it's an hour and a half drive from Riandira, which is kind of the hub of Whitewater in Kenya. Alright, so the rest of the river from here gets easier and easier as you go down. We've got this real long section that you can do. If you're pushed for a day, you can actually make it a multi-day. You can paddle all the way back to Savage Camp. But yeah, you can also just do it as a day section. It's a bit less continuous than the main North Mathioya section, the section we were just showing you. But yeah, it is also a really nice long trip, a lot of whitewater in there. Our next section, which flows right next to the North Mathioya, is the South Mathioya. Lovely, cruisy, read and run whitewater, a couple of real nice class 4 technical drops. There's 2 bigger class 5 drops that you're going to have to portage. They haven't been run, they are possibly runnable. I'm not sure, we were always a little pushed for time, but yeah, I think 100% they will go. Just I need someone with the big old. Yeah, do be careful in there. The best section is the lower half of it. There's a little bridge you can kind of find if you look on the map here. This is a possible starting point. Otherwise you can just start at the top, but it is a very long day. You're going to be pushed for time if you're trying to do it in one day. So start as high as you want, paddle all the way down. You can paddle all the way back to camp. If you want to see a video on the full South Mathioya, check out this video here. It was good fun making, one of my earlier vlogs. Just a word of warning on the South Mathioya, near the top, if you have a look at this drop, it's super shallow. We found out the hard way. Sammy ran the drop and as you can see landed on rocks. So not the most pleasant. Do watch out when you see this drop, it is a portage. That's the start of the main Mathioya section. Now this is a beautiful class 3 section. So this is Maragua town here. And you carry on all the way to this bridge. This bridge is the road that links Sagana to Maragua, and that's the takeout for the Mathioya section. You can of course paddle all the way back down to Savage Camp, but from this bridge it's pretty much flat with one big class 4 drop. Alright, from Maragua town you drive to the little town of Mbombo, and in Mbombo, if you're coming from Maragua, you turn right and you just drive till you get to the river. The main road from Maragua to Mbombo, you'll cross over a bridge on your way, and that is your takeout. Yeah, the Maragua is an amazing section. It's got about 5 class 4 or 5 drops. depending on water level. High water, they can be real kind of pushy. Low water, they can be real technical. So whatever the water level, it's a good fun section. You can kind of paddle it again in an hour, 2 hours, depending on how fast you're going. There's quite a lot of scouting to be done, so be prepared for that. Awesome. Check this out. We just found some chili bushes. If you look at this section, just further downstream, we got this crazy looking class 5 section. It's right next to the Kenyan Power. There's a little dam at the top, but they don't seem to be diverting much water. Not that you would want much water. This is a crazy section. It's got about 5 big waterfalls in it, all kind of in a row. Our last section that I'm going to show you today is our main rafting section. This time it's in flood though. Okay, we had an amazing high water this year and the river flooded. I do not advise people to kayak flooded rivers. They act very differently to rivers within their banks. The water is very fast flowing, it's all over the place. But if you know what you're doing, they can be extremely fun. As you can see, the Tana had huge waves and very different to what it normally looks like. The 2 bigger rapids we did manage to get on, myself and Kahuria. The first section was awesome. And then we've got Orgasmic Spasm, which is a huge slide with a huge entrance of these massive waves and holes. It's extremely technical, one of the biggest rapids I would say I've ever paddled. And yeah, great fun. So you start off at Jangwani camp. You got this little drop at Jangwani camp, and then a couple of grade 2-3 rapids, and you'll arrive here at Sagana Bridge. From Sagana Bridge, it's pretty much flat water all the way till here. So I would actually recommend, if you are doing the Tana section, just putting in here, and you want to take out at Savage Wilderness. If you do have any kind of questions on kayaking in Kenya, I would definitely talk to Savage Wilderness. James Savage, the son of the owner, he's got all the data that you need to know. He's explored Kenya the most. Any questions you have on kayaking in Kenya, I would definitely recommend you get in touch with him. Yeah, check out the playlist. There's a lot of cool videos I've made over the years. Some of them are long, some of them were when I started my video making career, but there's some quite fun ones in there. And there's a lot of the Tana River Festival as well. It's been running for 6 years now. Definitely, if you're coming out to Kenya, make sure you time it with the Tana River Festival. It's great fun, great prizes to be had. So on the Tana here, I have a lot of footage. Check out this playlist, I've tagged it up here. So definitely subscribe to the channel and you're in for a real treat. Let me showcase what this amazing country has to offer.